Namaste, welcome to this Yin Yoga class. My name is Nelly, and today we will be focusing on our lower body, hips, legs, knees. So this area of the body is really rich in connective tissue. We will be working in this deep layer of the body to release any tension, pain, or stuck emotions. So please come into a comfortable cross-legged seated position. You may sit on something to elevate your hips if you feel that your spine is rounding. And just pull the muscles away from under your sitting bones. Balance the weight between both of your sitting bones. Lengthen the spine, open the chest, relax the shoulders down, closing the eyes here. And connecting to the breath. Just keep your attention on the flow of your breath. Noticing as it enters and exits through the nostrils. Let it flow very gently and smoothly. And with your attention, just scan your whole body to see if there's any tension. Just checking the mind, the state of your mind at this moment. Keep breathing. And then slowly, gently opening the eyes. Coming into our first pose, butterfly. We will place the soles of the feet together. You can stay where you are. I'll turn around. So normally you would pull the feet really close to the hips, but for Yin Yoga, just have some space. Maybe even bring the legs forward. So you want to check where would you like to work. We will not go into the 100% of the stretch. So when you found your spot, lengthen the spine. And as you exhale, slowly bringing your chest forward. You don't need to pull, just gently fold, maybe placing the palms down, letting the head hang. Or if you're more open, you can try to bring the forearms down. . . 。 . 。 . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . want to have your muscles soft, so there is no extra muscle work in the body. This is how we are going to enter into the deeper layers, just allowing the body to soften, guiding the breath into the tension area. So just letting the breath recharge with the inhales and use the exhales to let go. If throughout the practice you experience sharp pain or tingling sensations, you should either soften the pose, choose a lighter variation, or come out of the pose fully. This way we can avoid injuries. If there is only tension, just breathe it through. Use the power of your breath. If you feel that your body opened up a little bit, maybe you were on your hands, you can try to walk the hands even more forward, maybe coming down on the forearm. We will take 3 more breaths in this posture. When you're done, slowly come up, walk the hands towards your body, placing the hands to the outer thighs and closing the knees, and just lengthening the legs. Closing the eyes here for a moment and just notice the sensations in the body, whatever arises. And slowly opening the eyes. And from here we will come into a wide stance, opening the legs really wide, but having the muscles soft. So there is no engagement in the thighs, no engagement in the feet. If your knees are sensitive, you may even bend them deeper or taking a smaller stance. So always listening to our bodies. Inhaling here and exhale, you can start walking your hands forward. Maybe you just stop somewhere where you already feel the stretch. If you are more open, you can come down on your forearms. And just guiding the breath into the into the back side of the legs, and the inner hips. So when we are working in these layers of the body, where there might be stuck emotions or energies. We might experience memories or actual emotions come up while we practice. So, the best thing to do is to exhale out whatever you're experiencing and try not to go into the story. This way, you can really cleanse the energy body, cleanse your physical body, and let go that's not really there to serve you anymore. If you would like to come deeper, maybe use any props that you can place under the forearms, or just place the forearms down on the floor and let your head hang. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then gently coming up. And then closing the legs. You can lean back, closing the eyes, and just notice the effects of the previous pose for a couple of seconds. Just acknowledge. Coming into our next pose, caterpillar. Here you might use a rolled blanket, or you can use a bolster under the knees. Maybe even 2 pillows. You can have the legs in a medium stance. Inhaling here and exhale, gently folding over the legs. You can have the arms wherever you like. Just have the arms soft as well, so there is no holding on, there is no muscle work. The body is fully soft and relaxed. Guiding the breath into the back, side body. And always try to catch the mind and bring it back to the present moment, bring it back to the breath. Maybe your body opened up a little bit. You can choose to keep your prop or maybe just take it away and fold from there, but still keeping the knees soft. Taking 3 more breaths here. And when you're done, slowly lift your head up and walk the hands back towards your body. Leaning back for a second, opening the heart, close the eyes, and just notice you might feel this energy rush in your lower body. And opening the eyes. Coming onto hands and knees. And from there, we will bring the right knee to the right wrist and just lengthen the left leg. Maybe walking the hands forward if you to have more space. Coming into swan. So for this posture, if your hips are not touching the ground, you should use something under, pillow, bolster, anything that you have handy. You can just place it right under your buttock. Either you stay on the palms or use something else, blocks as well, or a bigger bolster, and come onto the forearms, letting the head hang. If you're more open, maybe come onto the forearms without the use of any props. And just scan the body if there is any muscle work that's not really needed here. And exhale it out. Always guiding the breath into the tension area. Maybe you opened up. In this case, if you were on the hands, choose a deeper variation of the pose. If you are in a prop, you can come fully down, or maybe even creating a pillow from your hands and placing the forehead down. And we will take 3 more breaths here. And slowly pushing yourself up. You can take the prop away from under yourself and just sit to the right side, pulling the left leg to the front, lengthening both legs. Lean back and just shaking the legs a little bit. Closing the eyes and noticing the effects, the rebound of the previous posture. And just opening the eyes, pulling the muscles away from under the sitting bones. So if you need to sit up higher in case your spine is rounding, then please do so. The next posture, shoelace. We will first bend our left knee and bring the leg across and try to place the knee close to the lower one, but not in the 100% of your stretch. So if you feel that this is already too much, come back a little bit. So there are options here. So this is one, or if you would like, then just lean back and bend the right knee and come and sit back up. So this is the full shoelace. You can either choose half shoelace or full shoelace, depending on your body, listening to your body. Maybe placing the hands on the feet, or maybe placing the hands on the knee, and this is where you stay. That's perfectly fine. Use the breath, work the breath. If your body is more open, maybe walking the hands forward. You can let your head hang, or maybe placing the chin onto the knee, or you can build from the props something in front of you where you can place the forehead down. Wherever you are, just try to let go and relax the body. There is no need for any muscle work in the lower body. Notice if that is the case. Exhale it out. notice your mind that it wanders elsewhere, just bring it back to the here and now. If you would like to come deeper, you can do it now. Maybe even placing the forearms down. And we will take 3 more breaths here. And slowly, gently coming out of the pose. If your right knee is bent, then first lean back and straighten the right leg. And then straightening the left leg. Closing the eyes for a second to notice the sensations. The healing fluid rushing through the legs. And then bending the knees, bringing the feet into a wide stance, as wide as the mat. Bringing the knees towards the right, back to center, and then towards the left. Let's do a couple more rounds. Bringing the legs back to center and coming onto hands and knees. Now bringing the left knee to the left wrist, lengthening the right leg behind and using a prop under the left hip. So you need a support between the hip and the ground. Into swan. So either you are planting the palms in front of you, or you come down onto a prop, whichever prop you would like to use on the under the forearms. Relaxing the neck. Let the head be heavy. And just scan the body, mostly the lower body, if there is any tensing of the muscles. Try to relax these muscles. It's always a good idea to close your eyes while you practice and really notice what is happening on the inside. Always working with a conscious breath. To really reap the benefits of this practice. Always staying in the present moment. is the option to stay here or maybe come lower, forearms or hands. Taking 3 more breaths. And when you're done, gently pushing yourself up. Taking the prop away from under, sit to the side, hold on to the right leg and bring the leg forward. Shaking the legs off a little bit. And then closing the eyes and noticing. And then opening the eyes, pulling the muscles away from under the sitting bones. If it's needed, please sit on something. And now bending the right knee, bring the leg across for half shoelace or lean back and come into the full version shoelace. You can place the hands on the feet or you can place the hands on your right knee and you can just stay here. Or if you choose to come forward, if it's not your 100%, then walk forward with your hands. You can let your head hang, maybe build something in front of you where you can place the forehead, or just placing the forehead on your knee or the chin on the knee, or just let the head hang in the air. Multiple variations for you to choose. So the lower body should be fully relaxed. You might feel great tension in the hips already. But make sure that it's not causing any other parts of your legs to flex. We are using the breath instead. Inhaling and exhaling into the hips. So whatever comes up, try not to cling to it. Try to let it go. This is a perfect opportunity for you to do that. If you would like to come deeper, you can choose to do so, or just stay where you are. We are taking 3 more conscious breaths here. And slowly push yourself up. Lean back and first straighten the left leg, then the right. Closing the eyes here for a moment. You can actually feel the energy rush through the legs. And just notice. Then bending the knees in a wide stance, bringing the knees to the left, and then back to center, to the right. Bringing in some movement. And coming to center. So the next posture, actually there are 2 options. So first come onto your knees and let's try if you can do this option. You can place pillows or bolster behind you. And either you're sitting on your heels or you bring the feet to the sides, and that's where you sit between the feet. If this is a lot, you can also try to place something under to sit on something, and then from there walking back. So maybe you just lean back and stay on your palms. Otherwise, if you're more open, you can try to slowly lower your spine onto the bolster, maybe coming on the forearms or maybe fully coming down into saddle pose. So this is one of the options. Either you choose this or coming onto hands and knees and stepping the right foot first next to your right hand, having the left knee down on the floor and just staying on the palms or maybe using blocks and coming down on the forearms. So I will stay here, but if you chose saddle, then just stay there and breathe into the front thighs, releasing the tension in that area. And if you are in dragon pose, then we are guiding the breath into our left inner hip. Wherever you are, make sure that the body is soft and the breath flows continuously. If you're in saddle, you can try to come deeper if your body opened up a little bit. If you're in dragon, then push yourself up. Come back with your right leg and forward with your left foot. Either staying on the palms, hands under the shoulders, or coming onto the forearms. Keep breathing. And then slowly push yourself up, gently coming out of the pose. Taking the props away, just bringing the lower legs to the side, sitting back, bringing the legs forward, pulling the muscles away from under the sitting bones. So for the next pose, we will bend our left knee and bring the lower leg into a position that is approximately parallel to the front of your mat. Then bending the right knee, try to place the foot on your knee. So if this is too much for you, then you can actually bring the heel really close to the groin, close to the hip. So that's also fine. If there is a space between the floor and your leg, you can use some prop to support for square. It's okay to stay here. You can come into a forward fold, maybe on your hands or forearms using a prop. Just letting the head hang. Remember that you can always back up if it's necessary, so no pain or no sharp sensations, tingling should be feeling right now. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then slowly coming out of the pose. Lengthening the left and shaking them a little bit. Taking a couple seconds to notice the rebound. Then the other side. First we are bending the right knee and then the left. Maybe placing the foot onto the knee, or if that's too much, you can bend your knee a bit deeper. And if it's necessary, use something under your knees. Anything that you have, any prop that you use. Either staying here, placing the hands on the knees and just breathing here, or coming into a fold. Whatever variation works best. After making sure that all your muscles are relaxed, start guiding the breath. You might probably notice that your mind is already much quieter than the beginning of the class. Your breath might be slower. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then slowly pushing yourself up. Take the props away. Lean back, lengthen the left leg, lengthen the right, shake them off. And just notice all the effects of these poses. Opening the eyes and coming down onto our back on the mat. You can hold onto the back thigh and gently roll yourself down. Lengthening the legs. You can open the arms to the side. Place a prop next to you, to your left side. Bending the right knee and bring the knee onto the prop into a spinal twist. So you would like to have the prop pretty high, so you're not in your 100% of the stretch. Your right shoulder stays stuck on the ground. So for that, you can use more things to support you. Maybe turning the head towards the right. Relaxing the body. If your body opened a little bit, you can come slightly deeper into the twist. When there is no effort. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then rolling back to center, interlacing the hands on the right shin and just drawing some circles with the knee into both directions. And then release. Close your eyes and notice the sensations. And repeating the twist. On the other side, you can bring your prop to the right. If you use more stuff, then do so, opening the arms and bending the left knee, rolling to your right side, placing the left knee on the prop, turning the head towards the left, relaxing the glutes and the legs. Maybe you can take away a prop, come a bit deeper into the twist. Taking 3 more breaths here. And then gently rolling back to center, lengthening the leg, bringing the arms by your side, and close your eyes, noticing. And then just bending both knees. And for this next pose, you might use a bolster or a block. Pushing into the heels, lifting the pelvis up. You can pull the prop right under your sacrum. So we would like to avoid the lower back area. So the prop should be a bit lower than your lower back. And from there, lifting the legs off. Legs up to the air. Arms by your side. So the legs should be soft. You can just bend the knees. Close your eyes. Keep breathing. And then bending both knees and slowly placing the soles down on the floor. Gently lifting the pelvis up, pushing your prop away. If you use the bolster, just push it down so it stays under the knees. You can place a rolled blanket under, and you can also cover yourself for the relaxation. Make sure that the legs are in a wide stance, letting the feet drop to the sides, turning the palms up and rolling the shoulders under. Closing the eyes in Shavasana. And just acknowledging the effects of this Yin Yoga practice. And as we breathe, with each exhale, just letting the body relax deeper and deeper. And noticing the rising and falling of the belly. noticing the state of the body and the state of the mind right now, and comparing it to when we started the practice. You can stay here in this healing state to integrate as long as you like. Thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.